From the book of Numbers, Moses was very meek, above all men on the face of the earth. And from the book of Matthew, Jesus said, I am meek and lowly in heart. The only two leaders in the Bible ever called humble or meek are Jesus and Moses. Yet maybe we need to see humility and meekness in a new light. At the burning bush, God was not seeking some self-effacing and weak leader, but someone with enough passion to have fought for an abused slave and with the courage to go to Pharaoh and make a demand. Humble Moses told powerful Pharaoh, in the name of God, let my people go. Humble Jesus defied his own religion and imperial power for the sake of the transformation of the reign of God. Both died before reaching their final destination, living in the hope and the vision that drove them. So what does it mean that the leadership of Moses and Jesus can be described as humble or meek? Maybe this humble leadership orientation has something to do with the Beatitude. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Kierkegaard said, purity of heart is to will one thing. Moses was so taken by the presence of God on Mount Sinai that his face burned with the glory. Jesus was so filled with the presence of God that he continually called out to his Father with thanksgiving in the midst of healing and teaching. The church's mission needs table-setting leadership infused with the presence of God, confident in the promises of God, filled with the hope that comes with being humble before God. It is that in that humility is strength, confidence. We need leaders who are spiritual leaders. We need leaders who are vulnerable and yet confident, and who understand what the Apostle Paul meant when he said, when I am weak, then it is Christ who is strong in me. We need the kind of leadership that can come alongside of people, congregations, contexts, neighborhoods, with an infectious trust in the presence of God in the midst of it. We need leaders who pray and love the Bible and are fearless in engaging the future. Leadership today must be spiritual leadership. People are hungry for that. There are a few leadership traits that the church needs today that maybe it didn't need, 20 years ago or more. Here are 5 essentials that I think are needed today. 1, leaders today have to have a passionate curiosity, to ask the right questions. Why did you do it that way? Why are we doing this now? What do we hope to get from it? A passionate curiosity about what would it look like if we were successful, and how can we measure ourselves against that? Because we don't know the future. It's an adaptive time, so leaders need to be passionately curious. Remembering the one who said, when they asked Jesus, where are you going? He said, come and see. 2nd, we need leaders who have some battle-hardened confidence. That means that we need leaders who've gone through some things, and every one of us does, whether it's a church that's trying to hang on for its dear life, whether it's the death of a member who was iconic in the community. We need leaders who can shape the circumstances by making the most of what we can control. In a time in which people are feeling like everything's out of control, that nothing, there's nothing we can do, and that kind of powerlessness that we go around with, that fuels kind of unfocused anger in the church today. We need leaders who can say, this I can control, and we will do this, and begin to create a new platform. So we need that kind of confidence that we will do what we can, control what we can, and move forward from hopelessness. It's kind of like Jesus' question, Elijah's question to the widow. when all was lost, she said, "What do you have in the house?" Battle hardened confidence. 3, we need leaders with team smarts. High functioning leadership teams, I think, are our hope for the future. High functioning leadership teams. And team smarts are about how you get people to work together, how you get people to move together as a team. It's team smarts like street smarts. We need leaders who know how teams work, that people generate and create things together. People who have peripheral vision, not only how do people act, but how do they react to each other. We need people who love to be a part of a team. Number 4, we need a simple mindset. We've all experienced death by PowerPoint, where we go all over the map. What are we talking about? Why are we doing it? How can we get it done? Not the long and winding road first, but first, just simple. Put it right out there. This is what we're doing and why. And finally, we need leadership that is fearless. We need fearlessness. We need courage today. And that courage can only come where we started. Moses was very meek and humble. Jesus said, "I am meek." It's that single-minded pursuit of the presence of God which gives us courage. God bless your leadership.